show, and we are always intrigued by all things Oprah. It seems like people kind of take her word as the gospel, which is scary in a way, but somebody who is really taking her word as the gospel and changing her world, if you will. She's convincing people to give the power of choice away. Oprah is. And Lo is on the phone with us, who has decided as of January 1st to basically change her life and do everything that Oprah says and use those words as gospel. Is this true, Lo?
It is indeed, yes. So everything that Oprah says to do on her TV show, in her magazines, on her website, I implement in my daily life. So if it's exercise, if it's recipes, if it's 10 things I need to have in my closet, if it's a relationship exercise.
Sounds expensive.
Yeah, it is. It is. Luckily, she's not forcing us to. Forcing. It's my choice, as if she's forcing us. But she's not asking us to buy the brands yet that she buys.
Okay.
Although, there are certain things like her book club, which of course I'm part of. We had to use a very specific kind of highlighter marker.
Why?
To read the book. Well, that's what I wondered too. But she just seems obsessed with this highlighter, and later on I found out that this brand, I'll not say the brand because Lord knows it gets enough press from her, is one of her sponsors. Yeah.
See, you got to read into the things that Oprah is selling to us each day, and
oh my gosh,
I'm not on the air to talk about how bad Oprah is, because she does do a lot of good.
I love her. So,
well, that's it.
I am not anti-Oprah at all. In the project, I'm really not trying to be disparaging to her or anything like that. It's just I'm kind of fascinated with celebrity gurus and how, as Americans and as consumers, we're just sort of obsessed with doing whatever they do as if it would make us happier. So she seemed to be sort of the most influential woman in America right now. So she was the one that I decided to follow to do this project.
what does your husband think about you doing this pledge?
He's pretty interested in it too. I think, on one hand, he's just this great sport, but on the other hand, when I tell him, we have a test called Evaluate Your Marriage that we have to do this weekend, his eyes roll back into his head.
So if you guys get in a fight, what do you go to the website and figure out the answer?
I sure do. And luckily, actually, at this point, 3 months into the project, usually what happens is we end up laughing because, some of these little procedures that we have to do they're just silly. But, luckily, thank goodness he's a good sport. I don't know. He'd probably have moved out by now if he weren't. So
I know there was a lot of hype around this Best Life Challenge contract that people were signing all over the world to lose weight and to eat less, which is just a novel concept. Did you sign this contract?
Oh, of course. Yeah. And, so her first news show of the year was all about the Best Life Challenge, and it was actually, the way they did the show, it was very engaging, very exciting, and, thousands, I think hundreds of thousands of people, downloaded this contract and signed this contract for healthy eating and how much we'd exercise a week and that sort of thing. And the next day on the show, she started off eating a big bowl of ice cream, of Cold Stone Creamery ice cream. And I just thought, what's going on here? This isn't fair at all. So yeah, that was a little frustrating.
She's a little inconsistent, that Oprah. Hold on one second. We got to take a quick break. We're talking to Lo. She is livingoprah.com is her blog that she does, which most blogs are a waste of internet space, but yours is actually really funny, and I wouldn't talk about it if I didn't enjoy it. But we'll talk to you in just a second. I want to get an update from CJ, too, because she has a goal of becoming Oprah at some point in her life. So we'll get an update on that in a minute. Hanging out with Lo this morning from livingoprah.com, her blog about basically turning her life upside down and following everything that is Oprah. Everything that Oprah says, everything that she sells, every idea that she's ever thought is all that you can do this year. Right, Lo?
I'm finding tiny little windows of life that she hasn't mentioned. So, So I get to choose a pair of shoes occasionally that she hasn't advised to wear. But yeah, she's pretty holistic in her advice. So, I've had friends who've said, why didn't you Liz Martha Stewart or Liz Rachel Ray or something like that? But I chose Oprah because she hits spirituality, she hits, entertainment, she hits relationships and health and everything. So, yeah, she's in almost every single nook and cranny of my life.
Did Oprah ask you to call us? Because I don't know how this fits.
No. If she hasn't mentioned it, I feel like I still have some power of choice there.
For now, you just wait till the end of this year. You're not going to be able to think for yourself.
Are you hoping?
Quite possible.
Are you hoping to meet her or like get on the show like in a year?
Yeah, you know what? I certainly am not doing it for that reason, because I just sort of felt like I would never even get on her radar, that it was just sort of this sociological experiment that I was doing, and I really only thought my parents would think this was interesting. I didn't think anyone else would find
it's great.
It interesting. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's actually been really really cool how many people have logged onto the blog and have commented back. It's been really exciting for me. So, yeah, I would be interested in talking to her, but I'd be scared. I'd be a little scared.
Don't
too.
be scared. If you want to swap, I'll meet her for you. That's not a problem.
Would you?
Yeah.
I have a big head of curly dark hair. You could wear a big wig and
no
you'd
problem.
Be okay, that's hilarious. Great. A body double.
Lo, I actually interviewed her a few years ago when her movie Beloved came out.
Oh yeah.
And so I got a chance to meet her, and it really was like I wasn't a fan, but when you meet her in person, you can't help but like her. Like she's just got that something about her. You know what I mean?
I went to a taping of her show that had William Shatner, and she came out and greeted the audience, and she is so magnetic. I mean, her person, it's no surprise that she became as famous, as popular as she did, because she definitely has that something about her that, is captivating. So.
I have chills now because now I'm just like really anxious to meet her and see
Well,
her.
this is the thing, because I think CJ has a lot of the same things. Like people like her, and you want to be Oprah.
I am going to be the next white Oprah, yes.
The next one, as if there's another white Oprah?
Well, I'm going to be the white Oprah, and Chad's going to be my assistant. I'm going to boss him around and be like, coffee, please, coffee.
I wanted to get an update, Lo, because we when the Bucket List movie came out, we all decided what we wanted to do, over the next period of time. And CJ said that she was going to be the next Oprah. That's one of her goals. So what have you done since we talked about that to become the next Oprah?
I'm right on track because, like, yesterday I was on a diet, and then I ate ice cream the other day. I mean, so I'm right on track with how she does her show, yeah.
But the thing about...
I say I'm on a diet and I eat ice cream, yeah. I'm right on schedule.
Do you want to switch places with me then? Because
you know what? I'm thinking about doing this myself because I need to meet her. She needs to see the CJ.
I need a gimmick to get her in front of me.
I need her to meet me, yeah. Yeah, I'm serious.
What's been the hardest part about living Oprah?
The clothing has been the hardest part for me because I don't dress how I think she thinks we should dress, so if she says these are the 10 things we need to have in our closet, or, I buy them and I wear them, and it just doesn't feel natural to me. So I feel, I don't know, I feel a little overdressed at times. So that's a little uncomfortable for me.
I just took your survey on your on your website about the cost. How do you afford what she's encouraging you to buy?
Marshalls, TJ Maxx,
okay.
It's true. It's really, I'm a budget shopper, and CJ, I don't know if you saw or not. She had a show recently where she showed the budget versions of expensive outfits, and one of the budget versions was about $750.
Jeez.
No, that's rent.
My splurge isn't $750. There's no way I can afford that. So that worries me a little bit. That feels a little out of touch with the sort of average American woman. What we do wear and what we can spend on a daily basis. So, but no, I do a lot of bargain shopping for this project, and so that becomes pretty time consuming too. And I'm not a big shopper. I don't love it. So.
Well, Lo, we don't want to keep you. I know you got to get back to your book club workbook and make sure that you get your homework turned in on time, or else Oprah will get mad.
I did my homework. Chapter 5. I'm all done.
Oh, you were scary. Thank you so much. You're very fun to talk to.
Thank you. Have a great day.
See you, Lo.